An Introduction to the MPAA by Nate Palmer. When children are growing up, what they consume affects them in major ways, whether it's through music, books, or in this case, film. This brings up the question of what movies are appropriate for certain age groups. This is where the MPAA rating system comes in. According to the MPAA's official website, their goal is to determine if a film is appropriate for their children. I'm sure you're familiar with the G, PG, PG-13, R, and NC-17 ratings. They might have even been a staple in your childhood. This rating system was prominent in my childhood. I was a very film-obsessed child, and the rating system helped my parents decide which films were appropriate for me to watch. Today, my goal is to help you be better educated with the MPAA rating system and its origins. Our story starts in the 1960s. The main concept for the MPAA rating system was developed in 1968 when the Hays Code got appealed. The Hays Code was a guideline that was self-imposed by Hollywood as a moral guideline for directors and writers. Multiple genres, such as noir and horror, had to work around these restrictions. The noir genre, a genre rooted in crime, was heavily influenced by the Hays Code, wrote Ross and Field 2025. So much so that the genre neo-noir was made after the Hays Code was lifted, which allowed more explicit themes to be explored. The horror genre was drastically affected by the Hays Code. Directors like Alfred Hitchcock had to heavily rely on the viewer's imagination by having most of the kills and scares be off-screen. In 1968, 4 age ratings were made for parents and guardians to see what content was in a film. Those ratings were G for general audience, PG for parental guidance, R for restricted, and X, which were strictly for adult films only. These ratings have gone through so many changes. One huge change was the sudden change from X to NC-17. This allowed everyone 17 and up to see X-rated films in theaters, Motion Picture Rating 2024. However, the biggest and most controversial change came in 1984. In 1984, the rating PG-13 was created as a compromise between PG and R-rated films, Kench 2022. When Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom released in 1984, there was a huge controversy over its gruesome depiction of violence. As a result of this feedback, the MPAA rating system took matters into their own hands. Because Temple of Doom wasn't mature enough for an R rating and was too explicit for PG rating, the PG-13 rating was born. PG-13 was used as middle ground between PG and R. The first PG-13 film was released in 1984, titled Red Dawn. As I close out here, I would like to appreciate the MPAA rating system for its attempt to try and better our youth with its ratings and recommendations for parents and children. Today, I've now given you information about the MPAA rating system and its origins. I hope that you've learned something new about the origin or the purpose of this system. It's a very important system that gets overlooked drastically. In the end, it helps protect our youth from more intense topics and gives room for conversation between children and their parents on what they can and cannot handle. Thank you very much. Have a good day.